Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and this is Create Your Own Cozy. In this week's video, I recommitted myself to my retail space in the basement. I did a clean out last January. I talked to myself so much differently this time around. If you want to hear how that went, stick around. All right, this is it. I usually show you the good, but here is the bad and the ugly. This is my retail space. After having a very busy fall, I did clean these bins right here out when I got Christmas out, and then there's my fall organized, but I need to get Christmas that I've taken out of my booth in here nice and neat, and I need to see these floors again. I need to bring some stuff to the booth. I need to tag what I've got, and I need to pack better and go through every single thing that I own so that I remember I don't need to shop for these things. And while I am very good at shopping, I'm not so good at tagging and bringing to the booth. Anyone with me on that? This is the overflow that I allowed to happen. I do have empty bins because I did go through some of the stuff over the Christmas break and I just kind of left it all out. I need to fill up some trash bags, guys. In the past, I would have really shamed myself right here, but what I'm saying is, Heather, you had your hands full and you did the best you could. Let's do something about it now. These 4 bins are coming from my booth and ready to be put away, and then the rest of this stuff was my personal Christmas, and boy, I did a good job of weeding through that this year and really only keeping the stuff I love and putting away in a nice, fun, organized way. So I did a book club not long ago with this book, Redeeming Your Time, with some other business owners. And one of the takeaways for me was to do work in 90-minute sessions. So I applied that technique while tackling my basement, and I think it worked out well. Okay, it's been 90 minutes and all of my baskets are to 3 spaces, right here, and right here. Trying to get creative about pushing some back here. I don't need any more baskets. I have about 5 that I'm gonna tag and bring to the booth. And I'm realizing I probably need to do a whole video on upcycling baskets. After that, I have like my boxes and containers right here. And then here I have my metal containers. And there is some space. I'm not gonna fill it from the store. I'm probably gonna find it later. I swept up, but I can't quite get underneath there, and that's frustrating. All right, I have not touched these spaces, but I took all of Christmas from my booth. These are already tagged, as well as the stuff on top of it. I need to label this one. This one has not been tagged, but it's all Christmas glassware. That is all stuff I went through for my personal Christmas collection that I will be ready to tag at the beginning of Christmas. That is gonna be, as I find Christmas stuff throughout the year, an easy place to put it in. And then that is those wreaths that I've wrapped up and I'm gonna get to next year. I did make a little bit of a mess in my other spaces, but as you can see, I cleaned some stuff out and I am just going to now go eat lunch and make another 90-minute timer and work on this next section, going section by section so I can work my way around and touch everything and have a pile of stuff to tag and bring to the booth. I'm realizing spring is right around the corner. All right, this is after 2 90-minute sessions. I have gone through the second 90-minute session. I went through all of here. You see I've got some space up there for my stoneware. I still need to find a different place for that, but I went through here. This is going to be my working shelf. These are all the things I'm getting ready or thinking about what to do with spring. These are relatively empty, but I like that. And then I've got my wooden bowls and stuff. This is empty. And then I've got my 8x10 picture frames and my smaller ones, and then my glass domes. This is cleaned off. As you can see, I've kind of worked on this too. I've worked over here. I've made some space up here. These are all the things that are already ready for spring and tagged to go to my booth. And I went through these when I got Christmas down, so I did a good job of going through these things. So fabric in this corner is next. The question is, do I keep going for another 90 minutes? Cam is going to be at school for 90 more minutes. Or do I call it? If you guys are new here, welcome to Create Your Own Cozy. I would love it if you hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know you are here. This is me starting on day 2 after doing 3 90-minute sessions the day prior, and my husband helped me get this piece of furniture from the garage down here. I have some empty spaces, but I have this little silk that my kid uses, and I need to add this to the wall to help it be easier to move around in here. I still have some more stuff to go through, but my timer just went off and Henry wants to go outside, don't you? You want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? Okay, let's show them my progress. I have this area. I'm gonna work this stuff out. And then this is my work to go to the booth, and I'm deciding to put my glassware out, as that's my collection that I would like to go through next and bring some stuff into the store. So that's what 7.5 hours broken up into 5 90-minute sessions can do. Like, businesses go through inventory management. It's not the worst thing in the world for me to grab that again. Now, I got this little clothing rack. Piper got it one year for her birthday, and I'm like, you're not using it. I think it'll be a good way for me to go through my fabrics and get those tagged, because they really do sell, but they don't sell in my basement. Am I right? In the back here, I have my pillow collection. And guys, I've been ordering some pillow covers off of Amazon and have been upgrading and adding to my pillow collection in my house. Like, half of the reason I do these things is to make my house better. So why not, apply it? So putting the silk up here really does help. I do need to clean out the back of this room for them to properly be able to stretch out their legs when they're hanging from the silk. But honestly, this room right here, this is my favorite. I can walk in The ground is open. The stool is here so I can sit at my little island and look through things or work on things. I really am going to put as a monthly commitment at the end of the month to tidy up in here. I should be going through these items, either upcycling them or tagging them and selling them as is. And you know what? If you guys see anything that you would be interested in, there's a possibility I could just do like a big whatnot sale or put some stuff on my website. You'll see there I do have an empty container and I like that. I'm not filling it up. I like the idea to be able to go through things and really sift through things. And when you have an empty container, it makes it easier. Some of those pots, I have a porch project for my own home, and that's kind of what those are earmarked for. So I'm gonna grab these spring bins soon and bring them to my booth. And I think it'll be a nice little transition here coming up. This little section could use a little clean out. That tall lamp I have set aside for something I want to do in my own home, and I cannot wait to upcycle it and put it in my own space. And you can see I've got fall and Christmas ready to go. A lot of people have asked, do I put things on sale for fall and Christmas? The answer is no, so that I can be properly ready and not surprised next year when it comes around. You'll see that I have quite a few frames for my papers and my projects coming up. I've got my amber glass and my domes, and then I have just other odds and ends, but I know where they are. And then there's my baskets. Do you guys want to see a basket upcycling video? I know there's a lot of basket lovers out there. I'm obsessed with them. And then I put like all my white stuff in one space so that when my booth needs some white, I just know where to go to grab it. And I'm really loving, just look at the floor. You can see the floor, guys. I have my mugs over here to the right. I am just really enjoying seeing the floor, being able to vacuum. It's the small things, right? Now, this is my Christmas section. You'll notice there used to be a pile of stuff right there, and that's just my personal Christmas and holiday stuff with for my business mirrors and the taller stuff just kind of leaning there. So still yet to be done, these are the items that I brought upstairs immediately to my dining room to be tagged. Piper has a shift on Saturday at Angry Mamas, so I am going to tag these things and bring them in and get them sold. So listen, I know this video wasn't really all that jam-packed filled with stuff, but what I hope it shows you is that in little increments of time you can make a big change in the things that you want to make a change. And I allowed grace. I realized that last fall and Christmas, I didn't take things out of my booth and put it away properly. I didn't do what I should have done to properly maintain the order. But I just kind of laughed at myself and said, goodness, Heather, you sure were busy last fall and Christmas. It sure is nice to be able to take this time in January, reflect, put some time and effort into having a nice, orderly place, seeing everything that I currently have as a stash. And you know what I really love doing? I love shopping. Anyone else out there? I love shopping. But you know what I clearly do not like doing? Tagging and bringing things to the booth. What the heck? So I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. I'm going to be doing what does not need an upcycle. Let's get it gone. Let's get it in the booth. It's going to help my sales. Fact that I'm not shopping right now. I don't have like this huge commitment like I did last year. I took the first quarter off from thrifting. I have not made that huge declaration, but right now as I'm looking through my stuff, I'm realizing I've got beauties right now. Let's do something with them. So if I inspired you, please let me know in the comments below. If I inspired you to tackle one of your spaces, just set a 90-minute timer. You might be able to trick yourself into doing it a second time that day, or maybe even a third time in one day. That was such a crazy day. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'm so thankful that you are part of this Create Your Own Cozy community. Don't forget to check out my private Facebook community where we're sharing what we're working on in a more share-friendly manner over there on Facebook. I will put a link in the description below. Also, if you are looking for any paint or products, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. I have a website, createyourowncozy.com, but if you're like me and you're in the mode to just clean up, I would just say keep at it, just do a little bit at a time and crush this, getting yourself your life back together. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check me out over at createyourowncozy.com.